Hello, my name is Henry Reeves, and today I'm going to be showing you how to move the project folders that I've provided you into the correct directory so that you can run the project. So, on my monitor is the Xampp website. This is the download link to the web server that my group and I have used. So, in other words, basically just select whichever one is for your machine and whatever operating system that you're running this on. For me, it's Windows, so I'll just select the first one. So I download it. This may take a few moments. Okay, looks like it's completed. I'm going to go ahead and click on that so it'll run when it's done. And so now we're just going to follow through the installation guide. Okay, it just asked me if I would give it permission. And I'll move it over to this screen, and this is what it's giving me. And again, I'll move it over. So really, all we need is Apache and MySQL, but I'm leaving these. If you do decide to check these out, make sure you leave phpMyAdmin, PHP, MySQL, and Apache. And please do not change the directory where this is going to be saved. Okay. I would uncheck that unless if you wanted to learn more. And now it'll start installing. So just to explain exactly what Xampp is, it's basically a web server that we use. It interprets PHP. It's where our database is at. It's how people connect to our website. It runs an Apache server, and it also runs MySQL. And again, this may take a few moments. So the reason that I'm asking you to install this is because, again, without it, our project would not run if you tried to run it. Also, the project files must be within this directory. Once the installation is done, I will explain more. So the project that I'll be using to showcase this is my software engineering project that my team and I implemented this semester. So looks like it finished downloading, and I would leave this check mark on so that it'll run the control panel. So select what language. So this dialog will pop up. And here's the Xampp control panel. As you can see, these are the different modules that you can load. For my project purposes, for my team's project purposes, you will need to start both of these. And down here is a log so that you can monitor any kind of information that might happen. If there's any errors, it'll pop up here. If you have any errors that pop up on this dialog, I'm more than happy to help you solve them. I have had issues in the past, so please feel free to email me if you are having any issues running this. So, just an important thing to note. I'm going to open up File Explorer, and you'll need to navigate to your C drive, and here's Xampp. Then we go to htdocs. So htdocs is where my project files that I've provided you need to be stored at. The project that I will be showcasing again is the employee manager, and so you can just drop this off in here. Okay. Now, it's up to you on what IDE you want to look at this in, if you do want to look at the code, but for my purposes, I use the IDE PHP Storm. And you can choose to download this if you want to. It's a very good IDE, and I've never had issues with it. So if you do decide to download PHP Storm, which I recommend, this is the screen that you'll be given. Make sure you click open, navigate to the Xampp folder, and htdocs, and then click on the project folder that corresponds to the project. And so there you have it. Here is one of the files, and again, this on the side is the project menu, and if it does look like this, you can just double click here and then that will come back up. Anyways, enough of that. Now let's make sure that we have everything up and running. So please type in the following URL, which is localhost phpMyAdmin index.php. So this is the management console for our databases that we have under phpMyAdmin. Currently, you need to upload the SQL file in here in order to get the database that we are using. The project that I've submitted to you may or may not have a SQL database. If there is a SQL database, the folder will look like this. It'll say SQL database, and inside will be some kind of SQL file. Anyways, in order to do this, click on import, choose file. Make sure that you go to that directory. So again, it's the C drive, Xampp, htdocs, employee manager, or whatever project that you've moved into here, SQL database, and right here. Open, it shows that we have employee manager.sql open, and then click go. And it should work. So there you have it. So for this project, here is some of the tables that I have, and if we click on that, we can see that the information is filled out, which is what we want. So to actually access the project file, we need to make sure that we type in the correct directory. So for my case, it's local host employee manager, which is the name of the project, forms, and login. And there you have it. I've successfully logged in, although it could be like this because my database is working. By the way, if this is the first time you're loading Xampp, after you import the SQL file that I provided you, you will need to change the password on phpMyAdmin to the one that I have, or whenever you try to log into the website or even try to just view it on your browser, it won't work. it'll give you some weird SQL errors. So to fix this, click on user accounts, click on the bottom one. You don't have to check that, but edit the privileges. At the top, it says change password. And here is where you give it the password that I've given you, which I'm just going to paste into here. And then click go at the bottom right. So now the password should have saved. Close this out. And then again, type in localhost phpMyAdmin to make sure it works. So when you try to connect with it, you should get an error. To fix this error, go on to your Xampp and hit the config for here, and click on config.inc.php, which for me, it pulled up in Notepad. And we are looking for password. So here is the password. Again, to make this simpler, you can just Control F and search for password, which is here. Oh, which is here. You can paste the password that I've given you. Make sure you Control S to save, close it out, and then reload the page. And it should all work. So now, again, type localhost and type the project file name, the project name. This goes off of the directory where the files are at. So I am just giving it the path of the form that I want to see. And now, once I try to sign in, it works. So there you have it. This is just a short tutorial on how to get the project files to work to whatever project that I've given you. If you have any questions, please email me and I will help you get through it. I know that this can be difficult. I have struggled with it in the past. So thank you for watching, and I hope this makes this process much easier. Thank you.